Amazon jungle, the Hulk is attacked by someone whose strength rivals his own. So, get your marshmallows ready and grab a seat at the campfire as we jump into The Incredible Hulk number 402, as Juggernaut puts a beating on the Hulk. The Hulk doesn't recognize the man attacking him, and as he is locked into a headlock, he thinks back to the events that have led up to this moment. Hulk ends his recollection and breaks free from his attacker's hold. Now the Hulk is ready for his foe. However, he grossly underestimates his attacker's strength. The fight takes the two of them falling from a high-up waterfall. The Hulk comes up out of the water and demands to know who his attacker is. The man doesn't wish to reveal who he is and drags the Hulk back under the water in the hopes of drowning him. Back in the Amazon, the Hulk continues to be pummeled by his foe. He manages to get his villain off his back by tossing mud into his eyes. Slick move. Still, his attacker refuses to divulge his identity. The Hulk eventually knocks him into the quicksand, but when he tries to rescue his foe from the swamp, the Bruiser tries to pull him into the quicksand as well. The Hulk manages to pull back, asking his attacker if he's crazy. Still, his attacker manages to break free from the quicksand and pummel the Hulk into unconsciousness. As he blacks out, the Hulk realizes that he has been battling it out with no one other than the Juggernaut. As soon as the Hulk is out, the Juggernaut's employer, the Red Skull, appears and tells him to keep the Hulk alive. But let's get to Xavier's brother, Cain Markos. He is a regular human who was empowered by a gem belonging to the deity Sidorak, becoming a literal human Juggernaut. He possesses superhuman strength and durability and is virtually immune to most physical attacks. His helmet also protects him from mental attacks. This debate over who is the strongest is invalid, as both behemoths have taken L's from one another. Ultimately, the jury goes out to the Hulk for being the big dog in their ground-shattering battles. But I would say, look for the Immortal Hulk, World Breaker Hulk. To me, that's the most savage one. In this situation here, the Hulk took Marco Cain as just another tough-looking construction worker or whatever. But it was more to the story. Red Skull was on the scene and he had plans for the Hulk. Let's see what happens next. Now, after awakening from that beatdown who he thought was a regular guy, but realized it was a Juggernaut, the Hulk has just been captured by the Juggernaut and finds himself strapped into a strange machine. He demands that his captors come out of hiding, otherwise he is going to get really angry. The Juggernaut and his employer Red Skull appear before the Hulk. When the Juggernaut gloats over how easily he beat the Hulk in a fight, Banner tries to anger him enough to attack again. But the Red Skull sees this ploy. The Red Skull reveals that he intends to use the device to brainwash the Hulk into joining his side. When the Hulk sees that he will be using Metallo to accomplish the job, the Hulk finds this plan laughable. The Red Skull, however, believes that Metallo will succeed when his mental powers are boosted by his devices. Suddenly, the Hulk finds his mind bombarded, while in the other lab, Metallo continues to try to win his battle of the minds against the Hulk. Within the illusion, the Hulk pulls himself out of the rubble and finds himself standing before the memory of his father coaching young Bruce on what to say during his murder trial. Brian Banner orders young Bruce to say that death of his mother was an accident? Yeah, right. And the allegations of abuse? Merely fabrications. Seeing his younger self getting bullied by his father, the Hulk calls out to young Bruce, telling the boy not to give in. Finally making progress, Metallo uses the illusion of Brian Banner to beat on the Hulk, finding the Gamma Spawn powerhouse easily cowed. The scene then changes to the court trial, where young Bruce Banner rescinds his accusations about his mother's murder. The Hulk is forced to rewatch this scene from under a table with his father's foot pressed on his throat. Meanwhile, the Avengers have landed and are wading through the jungle to try and get to the strange cathedral nearby. Suddenly, they are attacked by the Juggernaut.